I don't know how long it's been going on. My memory isn't great, and memory is malleable, the more you examine it, the more it changes. Here's the first and most obvious example I remember noticing and feeling upset about. It was detailing I noticed on my car. I came out of a theater and saw pinstriping detailing that I'd never noticed before. Two thin parallel vinyl lines along both sides. I might have missed that when I got the car, but I don't think so. A few days later they were gone. It affected me. I remember standing by my car, hunched over from the cold, my hand touching the side of the door where the detailing had been, feeling the cold smooth metal, and feeling like I wanted to either laugh, or throw up. Since then it comes and goes. Sometimes the car has detailing, sometimes it doesn't. The car stays the same, but that detail changes. I try not to think about it too hard. I have bigger changes I'm dealing with now. Okay, here it goes. Sometimes I wake up alone, in a house I've lived in for years. I go to the same job, I've had for a while, the people keep changing but the job's the same. Sometimes I wake up somewhere else. With her, in our condo where we've lived for years, in the same town, and we're in love, and the job is the same, the people still change, but it's okay. I manage to do okay. In the world where I wake up alone, I looked her up, she exists and lives in Kansas City, seems to be happy and seems to have been there a while. I stalked her a bit on social media one night, alone in my house. The next morning we woke up together again, in our condo, awash in the morning light, her breath tickling my neck. My arm pinned beneath her, the covers a tangle mess from my tossing and turning. Minor details change, but there are two worlds that I flip back and forth between, one where I live alone, one where we live together. By focusing on her, I can control it, and I wake up with her. And I'm happy. It's my world, and our world is better. Except, in some ways it isn't. We watch the news of our world together at night, her and I, and it's scary. In our world there is a mass shooting and terrorist attack nearly every day. There's a clownish U.S. president, formerly a reality TV star, who seems to be aspiring to be dictator, supported by his party which is ramping up military funding and slashing social programs at an astonishing rate. In other parts of our world, third world countries I've never heard of are acquiring nuclear weapons on what seems to be a daily basis, and terrorist organizations are flourishing in this violent and unsettled political climate. The weather is crazy too, massive storms hitting one coast and a fire raging along the other that seems unstoppable. Last night we watched the news together as a late-night talk show host we love nervously joked about some of the recent broadcasting laws forbidding critical coverage of our president during a lead-up to what seems to be a war with our former allies. The host kept nervously glancing off-screen, as though fearful of something off-camera. There were no audience shots, no laughter. In my world it's different. A career politician was elected president and seems to be doing fine. There are problems, but they all seem manageable. I watch the news by myself and things seem under control and getting better for the most part. But she's not there and I fall asleep alone. I guess this is an apology. I flip back and forth between both worlds, but I've made my choice. I tell myself that there are two worlds, and that I can pick one. The alternative is that I am somehow responsible and that by choosing her, I'm choosing for us all, and dragging you all along with me into this warped world of chaos, fury and fear, and love. This